squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young black.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On second and 11 now. Luck. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Hey, Zoo! Yo, you're now!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Clifford. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4. Luck forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck steps away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His pass caught at the 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. That's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey. 4 down. Mike 20. Mike 25.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. The final shot before the break. Locke escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 36, Luck. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
X3, 218, jump. Jump. 12. Bravo.
On first down, Locke. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Locke. Open man completes it to Butler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's another Bears.
Alpha.
Check it.
On first down, Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go. Hey, wahoo. Mike 20. On the ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Clifford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hey, exit. Mike 20. In your face.
Back to throw. Clifford. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off play action. Clifford. This will be caught by Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Clifford. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the gun. Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Luck now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So first and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's going to loft this. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On fourth down, Clifford. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Mike, go. 390.
I smell fear in that offense.
11.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Locke. Buying time to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Luck throwing again. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Luck on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Locke. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hester. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Monday.
Luck going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand
Touchdown, Chicago! Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they